Hi guys, Mulos here. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from my usual ones. I am going to answer all the questions that I get asked about cryptocurrency in Zambia, or rather the main questions, because like all things in Zambia, or a lot of things in Zambia, people focus a lot on the theoretical side of crypto and ignore the practical side of crypto. And a lot of people who are on the theoretical side will talk about crypto being the future, when in actual sense, crypto in Zambia has been the past, present, and is also going to be part of the future. A lot of people were early adopters of crypto in the past. A lot of people are jumping on board to crypto in the present, and a lot more people will jump on board crypto in the future. And one of the main challenges a lot of people who are dealing crypto in Zambia have is the issue of converting fiat or kwacha or dollar into crypto. And then a lot of people who get paid via crypto or who need to bring crypto to Zambia have challenges of converting that crypto into fiat, whether kwacha, dollar, or any other currency. So this video, I'll talk about that. I'll also plug myself, guys. I do buy and sell crypto, any amount. I'll plug myself. Then I'll also talk about the negatives of crypto. I have gotten scammed. I'll talk about how I got scammed and how I had to take myself to Central Police to give a statement. My Airtel money got blocked and I had to give a statement. And after some investigations, my Airtel money was unblocked. Then I also talk about a scam gone wrong, where some people did try to scam me. And in the process, I got roughed up, guys. I got beaten up. 2 or 3 punches, and a very, very hard slap. And I almost got lynched. So I'll talk about that. And then I also talk about some crypto investment gone wrong. It was a partnership with some friends. And, I'll talk about how it is possible to actually make losses in crypto when exchange rates move against you. So this did affect friendships and the business partnership as well. So I'll talk about the negatives of crypto, because when you just talk about the positives, a lot of people dive into these things head first because they never hear about the negatives. So I'll share my experiences so that you don't have to. I'll leave timestamps in the description so you can just jump to the particular part of the video that you want to watch. I do know and understand people do not watch these videos in their entirety. So timestamps will be there so that you can jump to which part you want to get to. First things first, I'll talk about the money side of crypto, because this is the most important. People want to convert kwacha, dollar, any other currency into crypto, and then they want to convert crypto into kwacha, dollar, or any other currency. So the first things first, the first question rather, is how is crypto priced in Zambia? So I'm answering this question because a lot of people come, and especially when they're dealing with USDT, they expect to get 1-to-1, where they come in with 1 USDT and they expect to get $1 or $1 equivalent. What you need to factor in is that you won't necessarily get the same as the bank rate. So let's look at today's bank rate, and this will be used throughout the video for comparison purposes. I'm using Zanaco rates because Zanaco, God bless you, they always send me their rates every morning. The other banks stopped sending me rates, so I always rely on Zanaco rates. And in Zambia, rates are very, very competitive, but they are usually close to each other. So Zanaco is buying US dollar at 26.3405, and they're selling US dollar at 26.8595. So we're going to use this for comparison's sake as we go and view other crypto exchanges and platforms and see how they are pricing their rates. So generally, when you are a person selling your crypto for Zambian kwacha, you're going to use the lower of the rates. You're going to use the buying rate. In this case, it should be around 26.3405 or thereabouts, that you need to expect $1 equivalent of your crypto to get kwacha. So you're selling crypto and buying Zambian kwacha. Now on the flip side, when you are buying 1 USDT, you are not exactly going to be buying it at 26.8595. A lot of people assume that this is the rate you're going to buy USDT because it's 1-to-1. But what you need to understand is that a lot of people don't actually purchase, there's not enough supply of USDT in Zambia to meet demand. So a lot of people buy these from exchanges, you either by card or mobile money or any of these other things. And I'll show you just how expensive buying crypto in Zambia can be. I'm going to compare with all these other platforms. So the next question which does come in, and this one pops up quite a lot, is people asking, can you buy or sell crypto in Zambia for US dollar in Forex? Now this question does come up a lot because it's actually quite logical. If you have USDT, a lot of people have bought crypto outside of the country where rates are as close as possible to 1-to-1. It's just how it is, supply and demand. If you're coming from the West, maybe the US, you're coming from China, you're coming from Europe, Australia, and all these other countries, you have bought close to 1-to-1 to the dollar. So if you're going to convert to kwacha, there will be some exchange loss. So a lot of people try to look for workarounds to convert their crypto into US dollar. So that's one of the reasons why it's there. Then a lot of people in Zambia also save in US dollar, whether in the bank, cash, or any other means. So a lot of them want to purchase crypto for dollar to avoid exchange risks, exchange losses, and all these other things. So the answer is yes, no, and it depends that you can purchase or transact crypto for dollar in Zambia. Yes, no, it depends. It all depends on which platform you're using, who you're transacting with, and a whole host of other terms and conditions. Like I said, guys, I'm a crypto guy. I do have solutions for all these things. And as the video goes on, I'll show you platforms that can actually pay you for your crypto into dollar via wire transfers or Visa Direct. So I'll share all this information and you'll be able to see how it's done. Now, the next question, this one probably should have been the first question, and a lot of people do ask. When I went to the police to give my statement after I was scammed, the question is crypto illegal in Zambia? And when I was at the police station, the cops were telling me that crypto is illegal. And I had, okay, not the cops, one cop told me crypto is illegal. And I had to tell him that crypto is very much legal in Zambia. The Bank of Zambia issued some simple guidelines on the crypto in Zambia. They are very, very open-minded. And, I give a big up and kudos to them because they are allowing the crypto space to sort of come together in a logical manner. So Bank of Zambia has simply said that crypto is not legal tender in Zambia. This means you cannot price your goods and services in crypto. It means that if you're like in the studio here where I am, if they're telling me that the studio time is 10 Bitcoin or 50 USDT, that is what is not legal. But the way of international trade is such that we deal with a lot of people who come into Zambia. You could be someone, a tourist from Kenya, and then you come here and you ask me, Mr. Mulos, can I take you out for drinks? And then you take me out for drinks. And now when you're paying the bill, you now want to pay using M-Pesa, and then we'll tell you that M-Pesa doesn't work in Zambia. But there's always a solution. You can send M-Pesa to my MTN or Airtel or Zamtel Kwacha, and then I'll make the payment for you. Or you can say, do you accept crypto? At which point I'll say, yes, you can send the Kwacha equivalent to my wallet and I'll make the payment for you. So these are kind of the situations where crypto is allowed. It's not legal tender, but you can actually make local payments with crypto for the Kwacha equivalent that you have been charged, because it's not always that you have come with an ATM card that works in Zambia, whether Visa, MasterCard, or American Express, Union Pay, or any of these other things. So sometimes a lot of people coming into Zambia, whether investors, tourists, or just truck drivers or business people, any of these people, they do come in with crypto, and they come in with the assumption that you can pay with crypto. So you cannot, as a business, be charging or putting your prices in crypto, but you can be receiving payments in crypto to cover those Zambian kwacha payments. It's the same thing with dollars. A hotel will price you in kwacha, and then you say, I just have dollars, euros, pounds, or rands, and then they'll have to accept your forex so that you can stay at their hotel or their fine dining establishment, and then they'll go and change it at the bank. So that's the same thing with crypto. It's not legal tender, but you can transact it in Zambia. I'll try to leave a link to the Bank of Zambia site where you can view their views on crypto. So if anyone tells you crypto is illegal in Zambia, correct them that it's perfectly legal. It's just not legal tender. Now, next question which comes up is how much crypto is transacted daily in Zambia? And the honest answer is, I don't know. But there's a logical way you can actually approximate or take a wild guess to how much is transacted. So looking at today's rates of 26.35, let me just pull out my calculator on the screen. Okay, so if you can see my calculator on the screen, 1 million kwacha let's take the conservative view, the selling rate, 26.8595. Oh. 1 million kwacha at today's selling rate is $37,230. So 37,230 USDT at conservative value equals 1 million kwacha. And I can tell you with 199% certainty that way more crypto changes hands in Zambia than this. So logically, a couple of million kwacha change hands every day in crypto. I have seen some transactions in the millions taking place and all, buy me a coffee and I'll probably tell you the stories. But way more than 1 million kwacha changes hands every day. That one, even blindfolded or under interrogation, I can confirm that more than 1 million kwacha changes hands. Now the question is, what amount of dollar changes hands every day? That's the one where I absolutely do not know and I absolutely cannot guess. So it is way more than $37,000 that changes hands. So whether it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars equivalent or in the millions of dollars equivalent that change hands, I'll let you know that I don't know. But I can tell you that if you do have a large amount of crypto that you need to change into kwacha, it can happen because there is demand for crypto in Zambia. A lot of people are into crypto, and a lot of people are basically buying and selling and trading crypto on a daily basis. So my answer is that millions of kwacha are traded on a daily basis, but the dollar amounts, that's where I really don't know whether it's hundreds of thousands or millions, like I said. Then now, next question is, which kind of people trade or transact crypto? So this one, because of the YouTube videos I make on fintech and all these things, I've been contacted by a lot of people from all over the world. I get shocked that people in the Philippines, Bahrain, Qatar, US, Canada, China, Japan, Bangladesh, India, South Africa, Senegal. I've been contacted by people in the weirdest of places, South America, Ukraine. Before the Ukraine war, someone did contact me on a query about PayPal. So people do contact me from all over the place. And what I've learned, the time I started making my videos, I thought, like I'm a pioneer in the crypto space. I was humbled in the nicest way. Some people watched my videos and reached out to me and they corrected me, educated me, and shared knowledge. So I was really, really shocked at the diversity of people who transact crypto in Zambia. Some of the nicest people you will never meet, because a lot of you will never meet them. But they're really, really nice people. So I learned that, friends, family, and colleagues who I never thought would dabble into crypto, some guy was telling me he bought Bitcoin back in the day when it was, a couple of dollars for 1 Bitcoin. And right now, I'm even imagining like how much Bitcoin did he buy and how much is he worth? So it's everyone from people in the fintech space, people who are freelancers and entrepreneurs who get paid via crypto, entrepreneurs and business people who need to import stuff from countries as diverse as Nigeria, Malawi, Zimbabwe, DRC, countries where they may or may not have functional banking systems, or they may have exchange restrictions that sort of prevent ordinary people from transacting. People don't just say, oh, the government says we can't transact Forex, so therefore my business is going to stop working. No, the people find solutions, and one solution is crypto. Nigeria has a very, very active crypto community because their central bank used to have serious restrictions. And back in the day, the good days, a lot of Nigerians would watch my videos on other things, and they were finding ways and means of trading with me via arbitrage trading to make very, very simple payments, buying phones, buying cars, paying school fees, buying air tickets, a lot of things. So I never, people who cheer on exchange restrictions, after dealing with people in countries that have had crazy exchange restrictions, I stopped supporting exchange restrictions. But anyways, I digress. All I'm saying is that there's a wide variety of people in Zambia who transact crypto. The vast majority of them are doing it legally, and it's mutually beneficial and benefiting society. But a small number, a very, very vocal small number, are sadly transacting crypto because they are being scammed. And that is something that I've learned. I'll talk about scams later on in this video. So in case you are somebody crypto curious or anything, please do talk to your family, friends, and all about crypto so that they avoid getting scammed, in these elaborate Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, and investment scams. So anyways, those are the people who I've seen are into crypto. They suggest a wide mix. You can throw a stone at random in Zambia or Lusaka or anywhere, and you're likely to hit somebody who has transacted crypto before. So now we're going back to the money thing, and this is a question that does get asked a lot. Which Zambian bank card or cards can you use to purchase crypto online? And to be very honest, practically none. Most crypto platforms do not accept payments by bank card for people outside of the West. That's countries like America, Canada, Western Europe, EU zone, Britain, Australia, New Zealand, and most of these places. So outside of these countries, it's really, really difficult to purchase crypto by card. They are scared of scammers, they're scared of fraud, and they're scared of US sanctions. In case you don't watch the news, every other day, or you find that new sanctions are being slapped on individuals, companies, organizations, and a whole host of things. So a lot of platforms just try to avoid the paperwork of sanctions and all. So they just have a blanket restriction on card payments from certain countries or regions or the likes. And then generally, Zambia is no longer supported on most crypto platforms for purchase by card. In case you do, some people do say, no, these bank cards do work on this and that platform. Do let me know in the comment section which cards work for you so that I can try to purchase by card. The other thing is that purchasing crypto by card in Zambia is extremely expensive. In a lot of cases, it comes up to 8% plus or minus just to purchase one USDT from any platform. You would be probably paying $1.08, 1.08 or more just to purchase the crypto by card. So it's impractical even if you can purchase by card because the cost makes it really, really expensive. Then similar to the last question, which Zambian banks are crypto friendly? Now this one, all of them are crypto friendly because crypto is not illegal in Zambia. What happens is sometimes because of frauds in the previous periods and all, the banks will not allow certain companies to open bank accounts with them. And these are unregulated crypto houses, crypto exchanges, or deposit-taking institutions. So if you as an account holder of a bank want to purchase crypto from platforms like Yellow Card or Nexo, CX, or Binance, or any of these other things, you can actually use your bank account to purchase crypto. But if you are trying to set up a crypto business, a deposit-taking crypto business, or an investment, a crypto investment business, the banks have had their fingers burned on that, so they won't allow that, because a lot of these so-called crypto investment businesses, they are pyramid schemes or Ponzi schemes where they are promising rates like 300% per day. You know, sign up 5 people and get 1,000% sign up bonus. You know, all sorts of crazy things like that. So those are the things that are not allowed with Zambian banks. They won't open such accounts. But if you want to purchase or crypto from your account or cash out crypto into your account, most banks are accommodating for that. So just make sure you're doing something legal, and you will be able to transact crypto with practically all Zambian banks. So now here I'm going to answer, where can you buy, sell, send, receive, trade, or hold crypto in Zambia? So this is the list that I have. I've put it in alphabetical order, and there are 12 platforms that I have listed. So I'm going to show you some of them. I'll show you the website if you're using a PC desktop, because I'm able to explain some things better on the PC, and then some I'll show you on the phone. So remember, these are listed alphabetical order, so it's not in order of preference and all, and I am going to rank them to the Mulos scale. The Mulos scale is just my, and remember that scales and rankings, it's subjective, and you know, different strokes for different folks. Some of the platforms that I have ranked very low, these have been highly recommended by other people, but when I used them, I was like, nope, this is not. So my ranking is all about the practicality, the functionality, the cost effectiveness, and the usability in Zambia. Some people in the crypto community, you know, they are really, I don't mean to say secretive or anything like that, but there are people who really value their privacy, and they view privacy as something more serious than functionality, practicality, cost effectiveness, and real-world usage in Zambia. Like I explained earlier, I'm all about the practical side of crypto, not the theoretical side. So we'll get started with Binance. So let me go to my screen. So this is Binance this is the Binance website. So it is, let me just refresh this. I think I did do a small transaction. So this is the Binance page. Binance is the world's largest exchange. So someone was saying Binance is illegal in Zambia. No, Binance is perfectly legal in Zambia. It's illegal in Nigeria. Nigeria and Zambia they are worlds apart, guys. There are like a dozen countries in between us and Nigeria. Nigeria is like a universe on its own. Zambia is like a planetary body, you know, rotating around, and all. So the Zambian economy, the Nigerian economy, they are worlds apart, and what is legal and illegal in Nigeria may not be legal or illegal in Zambia. So always read which country's news you are reading, and don't transpose or transfer the law from one country into another country. Binance is legal in Zambia, and it's one of the best exchanges that you can use to trade crypto in Zambia. So I'll show you a few things here on Binance. The most important thing is the peer-to-peer, because you can't buy crypto with a card in Binance anymore. It used to be in a while back, but you can't do that anymore. So here on peer-to-peer, we're just going to go to Zambian Kwacha. Now here on Zambian Kwacha, there's a buy side. So this is from the point of view of the Binance user. So buy is you, the user, buying crypto. So in this case, USDT, the lowest rate is 27.3, and then the highest rate is going to be 31.50. So sometimes, you know, these rates, maybe someone hasn't changed the rates in a long time, and then sometimes there are people who are buying at such crazy rates like 31 point something. So as you can see here, if we compare against the rates that had been shown earlier, you see here that the bank selling rate is 26.8595, and then the lowest rate you can buy USDT on Binance is 27.30. So this is, if my mathematics serves me right, this is about 45 Ingwe, or okay, anyways, let me not kill my brain cells anymore, but this is like 50, 60 Ingwe above the bank selling rate. So today is a good day. There's not that much differential between the lowest rate on Binance and the highest rate at the bank. So this is one of the things you should know. Now, in case you are a person with crypto and you want to sell crypto, you can come here to the sell. It's going to refresh a bit. And here you see that the highest rate someone is buying USDT on Binance is 26.98. And then I'll talk about all these other things you're seeing here. I'll go to my profile and you'll be able to see. So these are the rates that people are buying USDT at. I'm looking for my advert because I do trade on Binance. I'm actually, I'll show you, I'm actually a verified merchant on Binance. As you can see here, I've got my verified merchant tick. So I'm currently buying at 26.63, which is in between the bank buying rate and the bank selling rate. So you can look me up on Binance. Then now let's talk about these numbers and stats on Binance. So here, this is the rate that a person is trading the crypto at. Whether it's, if you're on the buy side, it's you buying. If you're on the sell side, it's you selling. So in my case, I'm buying crypto at this rate. Then the next thing you're going to look at here is the trader's name. So here you're going to see, in this case, it's Mulos. Everybody else does have their own trading names and all. Here you're going to see the number of orders the person has done in the last 30 days. In my case, I've done 114 trades. You're going to look at the percentage completion rate. In my case, it's a 95.8%. Some people have done 100% completion rates. These are important metrics in case you're looking for someone who knows what they're doing and you don't want to be disappointed. But then again, it's not a fair metric because sometimes you are a newbie to this thing, but you know what you're doing and you just don't have the numbers built up. So always look out for a good deal. Sometimes the people with the good deals haven't traded as much. So you always use your own discretion and all. And try to avoid scams. I'll talk about scams later in the video. So here I've had a thumbs up, 98.82% thumbs up. The majority love me. But then there's a 1.18% who don't love me and have given me a thumbs down. Probably they're not happy with something. People wake up stressed and all, guys. So sometimes they just give, maybe they had a negative experience, but I don't know, guys. But the goodness is that it's a small percentage and not a large percentage. In case you're one of those who gave me a thumbs down, you can hit me up in the comment section and you can let me know what exactly you didn't like about trading with me. So here you're going to see the amount that the person can trade. In this case here, someone can trade $1,400 maximum. This one, $1,000 maximum. In my case, there's a $48,885 maximum that I can currently trade at the moment. Then below that, you're going to see the minimum trading amount in Zambian kwacha that you can transact. And then you're going to see the maximum trading amount that you can transact. So Binance, if you want to come in and trade, let's say $1 million kwacha or a 10 million kwacha or some, large figures like that, just know that Binance has got a maximum amount that can be traded at a go. In most cases, it's you see that there's a 450,000 in a lot of cases. In some cases, it's as high as 800,000 kwacha. That's the maximum allowed trade. But then you see that other people have, depending on how much money they have in the system, they could trade maybe only 3,155 kwacha maximum or 37,000 kwacha maximum and all. So this is Binance on the website. Now let me show you Binance on the phone. So Binance on the phone is extremely similar to what you've seen on the website. It's extremely similar to what you've seen on the website. It's just going to have a different view. The website, you'll be able to see more than what you're seeing on the screen. And like I mentioned, the most common thing you're actually going to be doing is the P2P trading on your phone. So let me just change that to you. USDT is the most traded crypto on planet Earth. Bitcoin is the most talked about. USDT is the most traded. That's where I talk about the theoretical and the practical. Sometimes they diverge, sometimes they converge. So here you are going to see the exact same information you are seeing on my PC, except that this one you are able to just scroll all the way down to the end of what you want. Then here, in case you are a seller, you can always be able to look out for what you want. Then Binance, in case, let's say you want to come in and you want to buy 15,000 USDT, or you want to sell 15, or you want to get 150,000 kwacha, and you want to see which trader exactly can do that. It will show you, just put in the amount here. Just put in the amount here, and it's going to show you all the traders who are doing that. And then you can look out. You can look at, okay, sorry, my screen has, okay, there's no more data showing, but you can be able to sift your way through to see who is trading according to what you want to trade. Binance does get an 8 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking. It's a really, really practical, well-built site that does what it sets out to do. And there are no complaints from me. So now, next up, we've got ByBit. So ByBit is very, very similar to Binance. So ByBit is legal in Nigeria, Binance is illegal in Nigeria. So a lot of Binance users from Nigeria migrated to ByBit, and ByBit works perfectly in Nigeria. It doesn't work perfectly in Zambia. There's no Zambian kwacha peer-to-peer trading. So now some of you will ask, but Mr. Mulos, you crypto sage, how are you using ByBit if it doesn't really work in Zambia? It works in Zambia, okay? It just doesn't work for Zambian kwacha transactions. So not all the transactions I do are Zambian kwacha based. I'm an international man of crypto, so ByBit does work. So in case you want to see some ByBit tutorials and all, let me know in the comment section. And although I've said ByBit doesn't actually work much in Zambia, it still gets a 7 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking because it's a solid platform. Then next up, we've got CEX.io. So CEX.io is one of those platforms that I love to hate. It's an American platform, and you know, America, they deal a lot with sanctions and all these other things. So when you're using CEX.io, just be very, very mindful to follow the rules. My CEX account has been restricted more times than I can count. The first time lasted, I think, almost a year, and there was money in my CEX account. And you know, one of those things when you become a stranded millionaire, you know, you've got pressures mounting, you know, you haven't had an ice cold Coca-Cola in days because of inflation and all these other things. And you're wondering, where will my money come from? And then you log into your account and you're seeing that there's good money stuck in your account for close to a year. So I'll talk about why my account was frozen for close to a year. It's like one of the craziest, most random things. That said, CEX is a great platform, especially if you want to, if you've got dollar accounts in Zambia and you want to actually withdraw crypto into your dollar account. CEX is the platform that can do that. So I use it. I'm actually going to show you me withdrawing $58.33 into my dollar bank account via Visa Direct. You can also withdraw to via wire transfer and all. But I'll just show you that why CEX is still used by me, even though I may complain about CEX. So it's got one of the steepest learning curves on all the crypto platforms because, like I said, it's American. So American systems, from what I've seen, for people outside of America, generally tend to have steep learning curves. I think, I don't mean it in a bad way, but they're sort of wired differently, literally, because they use 110 volts, we use 220, 240 volts here. So they're literally wired differently from the rest. They have got different plugs, we've got different plugs. So anyways, I digress. But CEX is one of those sites that does mirror their society. It's great, but it has a steep learning curve. And if you're a heavy crypto trader like I am, it's handy to have a CEX account. Oh, before I withdraw this, let me just talk about why my account was restricted. It was restricted more than once. So the first time it was restricted because they asked me details about a random payment that I made some time back. It was a Bitcoin payment. I purchased Bitcoin on CEX, and then I was purchasing some software for a colleague of mine. So, it was one of those one-off transactions, I purchased the software. My friend was very happy, and he even gave me something for a drink. Now, a couple of years later, CEX asked me details about that transaction. So I went back in time, my time machine, and we were trying to find details of what we're purchasing and why we're paying via Bitcoin. It's very hard, guys. It was so hard to find that information that they asked for all manner of things, my bank statements, proof of address, all sorts of things. And they kept going back to that one transaction. And I explained to them that it was such a long time ago, I don't have that information. But here are my statements and all, you can see that I'm a legit guy and all that stuff. They still froze my account with funds in it for close to a year. And then finally, after they did all their research and all, they said, no, Mr. Mulos, you are a solid guy. Your account is back to being active, and you can withdraw your funds. So now the time my account was restricted, I was like broke as a church mouse. Then the time my account was now unrestricted, I did have money. So, it was one of those things where I was like, oh, I've got money in CX. Let me wait and decide what to do with it. So anyways, after some time, I did need that money in CX, and I logged into my CX account and I tried to withdraw, and I couldn't withdraw because it kept failing and failing. I thought it was maybe time of day or something. Then finally, I wrote back to CX and I said, guys, I'm trying to withdraw this money, but I can't. What's up? After some days, they wrote back to me to say that my account was restricted again. And I asked why. So they said, you logged into your account with a foreign IP address. And have you traveled recently? So I was like, nope, I haven't traveled recently. And we're going back and forth, until finally I realized how I had seemed to have traveled when I not. So I had used a Starlink at home, and the time I got my Starlink, it was under Rwanda. It was roaming under Rwanda. So that's why my IP address was showing foreign. So I explained to them, and I thought it would be easily rectified. It went on and on and on. A couple of weeks later, they finally said, okay, can you just sign this disclaimer that you are responsible for whatever happens, because they believed that I had traveled or I had given access to my account to some foreigner and all those sorts of things. So if you're going to use CXIO, guys, be sure to be very, very deliberate on how you use it. So now let me withdraw this $58.33 into my Zambian bank account, a dollar account. It won't take long. All right, so here's my CX account, and as you can see, there's $58.33 in it, and rather this is 58 USDT. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to sell my USDT for US dollar. So I'm going to convert let me do the up down from USDT to US dollar. I'm going to put in the maximum, and then I'm going to convert. So as you can see, guys, this is one reason why a lot of people do not do one-to-one. I'm converting 58 USDT, but I'm going to get 57.61. So even the great CXIO does not convert one-to-one. There is a fee there, guys. So if you want to get one-to-one, guys, you really have to be fair on these things. Anyways, I'm converting. So here the conversion has been completed and it's done. So now I go back and back some more. You see here that I've got $57.91 in US dollar. So I'm going to click it, and I'm going to click these arrows here, and I'm going to withdraw. So withdrawing, I am going to withdraw to a named Zambian bank. Anyways, I'm withdrawing the maximum amount, which is 57.91. It's going to go as a Visa Direct into my bank account. I'm going to click on withdraw US dollar. Then here I'm going to see that there are fees, guys. Okay, so that's why it's never one-to-one. So here I'm going to withdraw 57.91. I'll get 51.17. There will be a $6.74 in charges. If you're doing the mathematics, those of you with mental maths, this is above 10%. So it's not that it's 10% charge. There's a fixed fee, which on smaller amounts is a higher percentage, and then on a $10,000, that fixed fee is a negligible amount. But anyways, it does work out to 6.74 charges. I'll confirm. And it's done, I think. Okay, it's processing, guys. So it doesn't take long. It's just, okay. So congratulations, you've sent $57.91. So now, depending on how you're withdrawing, this is going to go straight into my named dollar account at a named bank. So depending on the amounts that you're withdrawing, the fees will be lower and all that stuff. It'll work out to about, I mean, the method that I use, which is a wire transfer. So in case you are stuck with crypto and then you need it back in dollars, you can hit me up, guys. So that's how I've moved money from CX to my dollar card. These dollars I can now shop on Amazon or pay my school fees or do anything of the sorts. And CX gets a 6 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking. It's ranked a little bit low because of the challenges you can have using it if you don't know about those challenges. So next up, I do have my own crypto platform, guys. Like I said, I do buy and sell crypto. So this platform here, you know, I'm basically able to pay to most banks. In fact, all banks, all mobile money. It's a simple platform, and in case you have dollar and you want crypto, you can try to purchase here. I may have not changed the rates because I was making this video. So in case you've got dollar and you want crypto, you can do some calculations here. It's going to tell you that you get about 970 USDT. The rates is going to be 3%, so that you can pause to reflect and compare against other platforms. And if you want to see the actual rates, go on the actual link. I'll leave it in the description, and you'll see what the actual rates are. Now, in case you've got crypto and you want to buy dollar or kwacha, you can just click the up down arrows and you'll be from USDT to, you can even select Zambian kwacha, and then you can put in an amount of USDT, like let's say 1,000, and then you can select the payment method, Airtel Money, bank, or US dollar. Let's say US dollar, because it's going to show you here. Oh, sorry, this is Zambian kwacha, guys, sorry. So for Zambian kwacha, the rate 25.90. I want you to compare all the other platforms. But if you go to the site now, you'll see the actual live rates. So once you do convert there, it's going to tell you how much kwacha you're going to get, and it's also going to tell you this is how much you'll get net. If you click on buy, you just need to enter in, because I need to contact you, your name, if you can use your real name or your nickname, put in your email address, your phone number, and a custom message so that I can reach out to you, confirm that you are somebody I do want to transact with, and then we can always transact. It's a simple process like that. It does take kwacha and dollar. It's also available on the phone, not as an app, but as a website. Anyways, so I tried to, to be neutral in this ranking, but I do love my platform. I mean, it's some hood philosophers said never get high on your own supply, but I do get high on my website, guys. I love it. So it still gets an 8 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking. So next up, we've got Nexo. So Nexo is like CXIO. It's a little bit clunky. It's like there's a lot going on. But Nexo is the one that does allow you to, in some cases, purchase the cheapest crypto you can get in Zambia. A lot of terms and conditions do apply. If you want to know how to purchase crypto affordably on Nexo, I do recommend you open an account on Nexo and you try out all the features, and then you will find a way or two or three to purchase reasonably priced crypto from Nexo. When I say reasonably priced, it's going to be above the bank selling rate, but it's going to be below the Binance selling rate. So you will always be able to sort of, and it's not all the time, it's sometimes you'll be able to do this. So right now I'm going to try to convert this into USDT. There's a balance of that much. I'm going to try to convert it to USDT. So I won't go too much into details with Nexo. You can try it out yourself, guys. And the Nexo does get a 7 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking. It's ranked a little bit lower because it's got a steep learning curve, guys, but it's a great platform. Okay, so next up, we're going to look at the Phoenix wallet. It's a standalone wallet where you keep your own keys. So a lot of people in the crypto community will be like, not your keys, not your coin. And they want standalone wallets where you control the keys and access to it and all that stuff. It's really, really noble and all until you lose your keys, guys. It's very, very easy to lose your keys. I've lost the keys for numerous wallets. Some of them actually contained money. One client of mine dropped his iPhone and the Face ID stopped working because the front-facing camera got messed up. And that's how he lost access to his USDT wallet that had about 18,000 USDT. That's about $18,000. So anyways, I felt his pain, you know, and I did try to look for a solution for that, but I failed. Anyways, so it's one of the reasons I use platforms like Binance, ByBit, CX, Nexo, and all those others, because in case I forget or I lose my device or anything like that, it's very easy to just recover my password and life goes on. It's not as easy as I'm saying, because they'll make you jump through hoops to prove that you are you, but it's way easier than you have lost your keys and lost all your coin. Anyway, Phoenix Wallet is one of those wallets that's really, really good for receiving Bitcoin. You can actually receive Lightning Wallet, and it does have a reusable QR code for Lightning Wallets. One of the problems with Lightning Wallets is it's like an invoice. You know, you need to put in an amount and then it times out after a bit of time. But with a reusable wallet, this Lightning Wallet is yours permanently. You can even, you know, stick up the QR code if you're doing a donation drive where you're selling goods and services or products on your website and stuff like that. So it also does have a normal BTC wallet, and you know, it's very easy to share and all that stuff. And even making payments, it's quite easy, convenient to make payments and all. It's not perfect because sometimes when Bitcoin prices have gone sky high and all, you find that the Lightning wallet is not working perfectly. And then when you receive money from the Lightning wallet, there's some really, really funny conversion that's done to convert it into dollars, and then you lose out sometimes. So this happens especially when Bitcoin prices are going crazy. They are rising sky high or they're dropping to the floor, you know, like get low, get low, get low. I don't know if my singing, you could hear the singing or not, but anyway, so the Phoenix wallet is a great for a standalone wallet and only if you're doing Bitcoin. So I do recommend it. It does get a 5 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking. So let me know if you use Phoenix wallet, if I've judged it harshly or anything like that, and we can take it up in the comment section. Okay, so the next platform that you can use for your crypto and all is there are peer-to-peer networks. So peer-to-peer networks, these are platforms like Binance and ByBit. These are peer-to-peer networks on exchanges that act as escrow service. Then you also have peer-to-peer networks that are not on escrow, and these operating on trust and the likes. So in my experience, majority of the peer-to-peer traders in Zambia are very honest. The majority of the buyers and sellers are honest, and they're doing exchange on a peer-to-peer basis, whether on WhatsApp groups or WhatsApp one-on-one, Telegram groups, Telegram one-on-one, they meet up and all these other things. So peer-to-peer in Zambia does work. Bulk of people are honest and all. But like all good things, there are bad apples. You know, I don't know what they say, one bad apples. What do they say about one bad thingy in a bunch spoiling everything else? My brain has gone off a bit. But there are a few bad actors in Zambia who do misbehave when it comes to peer-to-peer. There are some scammers. Scammers, you can't avoid scammers in Zambia. So there are some scammers and there are some bad actors there. People acting in bad faith on peer-to-peer networks. So always do your due diligence, and do not just jump in head first doing peer-to-peer with somebody you do not know, have never traded with or transacted with, or has not been recommended by somebody you trust and all. And also be mindful of just getting recommendations from random people on random websites and the likes. So the peer-to-peer networks in Zambia, I do give it an 8 out of 10. I've traded with a lot of peer-to-peer traders. There are a lot of them who I can actually recommend and all. So I do give them an 8 out of 10. But just remember that there are some scammers sometimes, so you do need to protect your neck, protect yourself, and do your own due diligence and all. So now the next wallet we're going to check out is Trust Wallet. So let me just get back to the phone. Okay, so Trust Wallet, I do have a love-hate relationship with Trust Wallet. One of the big problems with Trust Wallet, a lot of people I have met who have been scammed on Trust Wallet. So Trust Wallet, if you're allowing someone to do a remote setup for you, they will just be able to screen, it can mirror an actual active Bitcoin wallet or active wallet. So it will show you fake huge balances when in actual fact there's no real money there. It's just, so that's one of the things I hate about Trust Wallet. Scammers do use it sometimes to scam people. I've had people calling me. One guy actually traveled all the way, I think it was from Chongwe, and he wanted to meet me to sell his crypto, which was in his Trust Wallet. And you know, I asked him a few questions. In fact, it's been more than one person. Another lady also called me. She wanted to sell her crypto in a Trust Wallet. And one very common thing is, I don't know whether it's a thing of people who have been scammed or what, but they tend to be very arrogant. You know, I was asking a lot of questions because, I mean, I have dealt with people who have been scammed. And, you know, people, even if you have traveled to meet me, guys, bear in mind that contact me before you travel. I can save you your transport money. So these guys really wanted to convert their crypto into fiat. And after talking to them, I was able to deduce that they had been scammed and there was no need to actually meet. I did try to tell them politely, but you know, people were insistent and all that. And you know, one of the common things is that they had invested like 500 kwacha, and that 500 kwacha had grown into thousands of dollars in crypto balances, you know. And you know, they were being very secretive and all. So Trust Wallet, if you know what you're doing, it's a great wallet. Just make sure you're the one who has set it up from start to finish. No one has set it up for you. You can use it to receive all manner of cryptos and send out. Another thing which is not so good about Trust Wallet, you need to have Tron in your wallet in order to send out any of the other cryptos out there. So this is one of the very, very funny things of people using genuine Trust Wallets. The first time they're using it and they need to send money out, you find that you have everything is agreed and arranged, and then they will call you at the last minute to say, can you send me some Tron? At first I thought I was being scammed, but then after it's happened dozens of times, I just laugh about it, and I always have Tron on standby for people using Trust Wallets. So Trust Wallet, I do give it a 5 out of 5 because it does have a steep learning curve here and there. It's prone to abuse by scammers who inflate balances and all that stuff for you. And you know, the issue of always having to have Tron, people only find out the hard way, and sometimes people have been jammed because they are new to crypto and they can't find anyone who can send them Tron. And you know, that's where Google comes in and all that stuff, but it's funny sometimes. Now the last platform I'm going to talk about in my Mulos ranking is Yellow Card. So Yellow Card gets a lot of hate from a lot of people, but in my honest opinion, and I'm saying this truthfully, my honest opinion, I have worked with Yellow Card before in the past. They did sponsor some of my videos. I do trade with Yellow Card as an over-the-counter trader. Sometimes they buy from me, sometimes they sell to me, you know. So I do trade with them as an OTC trader. And then at one time, I think it was 1 or 2 years ago, I was one of the top 10 crypto traders with Yellow Card on their platform. And I even got a prize and all. So despite all that, I am still neutral, you know, in my view and all. Yellow Card is a great platform for Zambian users. Of all the platforms, including mine, the Mr. Mulos platform, Yellow Card is, Yellow Card and my platform, they are the only Zambianized platforms out there. So if you are someone in Zambia new to crypto and you want to transact crypto, Yellow Card is one of the best places you can actually get started. All the exchanges I've mentioned, all of them will require you to have your ID verified before you can actually transact. So that's something a lot of people don't like. They don't want to verify their IDs. But if you don't verify your ID on Yellow Card, you still need to verify it on Binance, ByBit, CX, Crypterium, Nexo. Even Strike will need you to verify your IDs. So a lot of times people are being disingenuous when they are saying they complain about the ID verification and all. Then Yellow Card will also want you to verify your proof of residence, and that is a requirement because they are an exchange operating in a country. All the exchanges you are going to deal with will need you to verify your ID and your proof of residence. Then the other complaint is that there are not enough crypto coins on Yellow Card. Yellow Card only trades those coins that have liquidity, they have market depth and liquidity. It's not logical, practical, realistic, feasible for you to be able to trade coins on Yellow Card that you cannot sell anywhere else. So all the coins you can buy on Yellow Card, you can send them to your Trust wallet, to any other exchange, and they are convertible, not just on Yellow Card, but any other exchange or any other wallet outside of Yellow Card. So that's the goodness with Yellow Card. If you are new to crypto, it's a great place to get started. And I do use it and it's also a great place for you to just check on crypto pricing in general. So if you come to here to buy, sell, and let's go to USDT. If you click on USDT, you see here that if you are buying USDT, Yellow Card is selling at 27.62, which is a decent rate. I mean, it's comparable to Binance. And then if you have got USDT and you want to sell to Yellow Card, you see that they're buying at 26.17, which is again a decent rate. So when people look at the Yellow Card rates, that's one of the complaints that does come in. For those of you who don't have options on where else to trade, the Yellow Card rates may be a problem because the rates may be too low if you're selling and too high if you're buying. But for those of us who do have options, Yellow Card is a good place where you can start to check if the rates are favorable to you or not. If they're not favorable to you, you can always go to another platform or exchange or any other place to transact. In my case, if I've got a cap pressure and I need to change crypto to US dollar, I can, or even Zambian kwacha, I can also use CXIO to withdraw to my Zambian bank cards. If you want to know which banks, guys, do buy me a coffee or comment down below and I'll try to answer that for you. So Yellow Card does get an 8 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking because it's a great platform, especially for people in Zambia. You can transact via Spend, mobile money, or bank. Those are the three options you have. There are fees and rates, they are market driven and all. And if you are dealing in crypto, guys, you need to bear in mind that one, to purchase crypto in Zambia on the market costs money. And that's why there's usually a markup. There's not that much crypto supply. Demand usually exceeds supply. So it's a seller's market in most cases. And Yellow Card does, in most cases, have to go and purchase crypto on the market to meet your demands. Then also when you're selling crypto for kwacha, you always need to have a margin in the spread to make. So I can't fault Yellow Card for their pricing. It's competitive, and if it's your only platform you're using, yes, you might get a raw deal here and there because of the pricing. But if you do have other accounts, which I always recommend, you can always shop around for a better deal. And if you can't find a better deal, and I assure you in many cases for majority of users and all, they will go back to Yellow Card because they can't find any alternative to use. So yes, yellow card does work, and it does get an 8 out of 10 on the Mulos ranking, a neutral one at that. So now our next question is, this one I was actually very shocked. People asking, how do you pay tax on your crypto earnings? And this is for peer-to-peer traders who are transacting a lot and making exchange. They're making bank and they want to know how to pay their taxes. So I'll just give a few general guidelines which I was told. One, crypto is one of those things where you are just making maybe even 0.5% per transaction. So you could do a transaction of 100,000 kwacha and you have only made maybe a 500 kwacha on that. Such kind of things. So how exactly do you handle the tax? So you need to understand that if you are inspected by ZRA inspectors and they see that you have transacted 50 million kwacha worth of transactions, it's very, very difficult to explain to them that you have only earned 2,000 kwacha on that 50 million kwacha transactions. So you really need to be able to, it's one of the reasons why I trade on Binance, because Binance, you do have the records of what you have traded, and even for the most neutral person, the ZRA inspectors, even for the most neutral inspectors, the ZRA inspectors or any other such kind of people, you will be able to show your numbers that I bought crypto at this rate and I sold at that rate. This is my cost of sales and this is my thing. But then again, they'll want you to be on income tax, because if you're above 800,000 kwacha in turnover, you should be on income tax. So the first things first, if you're on turnover tax, you need to declare just your earnings or the exchange you have earned on your arbitrage trading. Then again, if you're on turnover tax, you actually need to be on income tax, because in the off chance that you are ever inspected or visited by ZRA, ideally you need to be on income tax. And income tax is tax on profits. So you're going to pay tax just on the profits that you have made in your business after allowable expenses. So that's the best bit of advice I can give. Consult a tax advisor, an accountant, or even go to ZRA and try to ask them what the best tax you should be is. The only advice I can give is do not try to be VAT registered when you're doing crypto trading, because VAT penalties are very, very massive, and the reporting on VAT is higher than the reporting on income tax and turnover tax. So VAT could present a couple of problems, especially if you are visited by VAT inspectors, because a lot of people on VAT fail to file their returns and it just causes a lot of problems. So basically, if you are a crypto trader and you're on turnover tax, report the exchange that you're earning. If you are on income tax, it's easier because you're able to report your sales, and then you're also able to report your cost of sales, and then you're also able to take away your allowable expenses for tax purposes. So income tax is the one I would recommend. It will require a lot more out of you in terms of reporting, maintaining accounts, maintaining records, and all those things. But down the line, it does work out better for you if you're on income tax. Anyways, speak to a tax advisor for such things. Now, one of the last things I'm going to talk about are crypto scams. So crypto scams, or before crypto scams, I'll talk about crypto losses. So as of right now, I am in a dispute with some of my former partners because there was a period in time where the Zambian kwacha appreciated sharply. I think that was February. It appreciated sharply, and I did make some significant losses because I was holding USDT and the kwacha just appreciated from nowhere. Anyways, so losses do happen in crypto. So in case you are a cryptopreneur like me, you need to factor in exchange risk as well. That's something that I did not do. I thought I did, but then, it slipped my mind, and then, the rates just tanked, and then, in a panic, I made a few irrational decisions which cascaded into a whole host of things. So in case you are holding big positions and the rates move against you, Don't panic. Think things out rationally, and then also remember that in Zambia, rates actually move up and down, sometimes sideways. So it's not the end of the world if rates move against you. It will be the end of the world if you act irrationally and then compound your losses by other things. So that's something you should be aware. Losses do happen in crypto. Some people bought Bitcoin the time it was like $73,000 one Bitcoin, and then it dropped to under 20,000 after some time, and then now it's shot up to $63,000. So if you still bought Bitcoin at $72,000, you're still running at close to $10,000 loss. If you bought Bitcoin when it was $17,000, even if it has dropped from the all-time high, you're still running at close to 50 or 30 or 40, $50,000 profit. So these things all depends on what time you came into the market and whether the rates have moved against you or in your favor. So always bear that in mind, that there are exchange risks, there are market risks, there are pricing risks, and it's a volatile market. That was a simple mistake that I made. Then another mistake that I made was, which resulted in some significant loss, was I moved money from one payment platform in Zambia into another one via NFS and into a bank via NFS. This was during a public holiday, one of our long weekends. So the funds were moved into the bank and it was showing as uncleared. The rest of the funds I moved were cleared. I even paid the client, but there was a small amount, not a small amount, it was a sizable amount, which was uncleared. And then the client asked about that. I even explained to them, like, the funds are in the bank, but they're uncleared. It could clear any time, at best during the long weekend, at worst the next working day. The next working day, I logged into my bank, in a named bank, and I saw that the funds had sort of reversed and now my account was overdrawn. So now the whole long weekend I was telling the client that funds were uncleared in my bank after a failed NFS transfer. And then after the long weekend, the funds were now, my account was overdrawn. So I went to the bank and I inquired, and the bank were looking into it. They said it would take a couple of days to rectify. So now I had to tell my client a different story. Fortunately, I was sharing screenshots, but you could see that there was now some skepticism coming in. So after the bank reversed the transaction, they told me to check my account. So when I checked my account was basically zero. And I called to find out, I even checked the bank statement. The funds had been returned from the bank to the payment platform that I did the NFS from. So they advised me to follow up with the other platform. So I went to follow up with the other platform, and they said they were looking at it, it would take some days. So I went back to the client and I told them this would take a couple of days. And I explained, now it looked like I was telling story after story after story, but they gave me a benefit of a doubt. And then after pushing the other platform for days and days and days, they told me that it was reversed, and I checked my account, there was nothing. So I called to say the money is not reflecting. So the account manager said he would check on it the following day. Following day, he called me to say, oh, the funds were reversed, but not to your account. They were reversed out of your account. So I asked why, and it turns out that when I moved from mobile money to that platform, it's like there was a failed transaction somewhere in the system. So now these funds were returned to mobile money. So this was the same time that I had been scammed, and my Airtel money was now restricted. So I couldn't even get the money out of Airtel money. So it was now story after story after story, and the end result was that money was actually stuck somewhere. And the clients basically, they were fuming and all, and things just spiraled out of control. And end result, I lost a very, very good client like that. So these are some of the things you always need to know, that you need to cover yourself in terms of funding, that if a payment doesn't go through, you need to have backup funds so that it can go through for your client while you sort out on the back end. And that's something that I think I should mention, that you are at risk of exchange rate risks, market rate risks, and also payment platform fiascos. Sometimes payments don't go through, they get reversed, and you're just going round and round and round like that. So anyways, now I'm going to just talk the last thing, which is about crypto scams and how to avoid them. So first things first, guys, if it's too good to be true, you need to do your numbers. There is no logical investment out there that can pay you 100% in a single day. A friend of mine, a good friend of mine, contacted me the other day, and he said he had a 1,000 kwacha, and he wanted to invest in crypto because he was told that in a week's time or in a month's time, he would be able to have about $300 to pay some pressure that he has. And I told him that that is not practical, realistic, or feasible. That 1,000 kwacha will not multiply like that in a month. It's going to be staggered over a long period of time. So this is what happens. A lot of scammers, each time crypto prices are shooting up to the roof, they will now be telling people that you can invest and you earn 100% in a day, 500% in 2 days. You know, they've got ridiculous scales. Like in a month, you probably have 1,000,000% returns and all, which doesn't happen in the real world. So any platform telling you that they're going to pay you hundreds of percent over your crypto investment are lying to you. The best you can do, in my cases, you see, I trade crypto and I make maybe 1% in a day, which if you're trading every day could be about 30% in a month. And that is from repeated trading. The money is basically being turned over. It's basically acting as float, but there is an underlying transaction taking place. I buy and sell for arbitrage. But if someone is just getting your money to invest in crypto and it's going to shoot to the roof from doing absolutely nothing, that is most likely a scam, because sometimes cryptos do rise to the moon, and that is rare, but sometimes they do happen. But most of the times, if you look at these things, they are pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes, and all they want you to do is to bring in additional people, and then you get rewarded for each person you bring. They're not actually paying you for anything, they're paying you to bring people in. So those are some of the scams. I've had people, one lady who's a college student contacted me with a screenshot. Someone I was trading with on a P2P, someone I actually trusted. Turned out that this person was a scammer, and or she was being linked to scammers, and a screenshot, a payment I made to her had been shared in a WhatsApp group, and as proof of the platform paying, you know, the rewards and dividends and all that stuff. And I was really, really upset. I spoke to the college girl who was studying banking and finance, but fell for a pyramid scheme. So, go figure. But we were able to resolve things for her. But I was very disappointed that my client was actually into these scams and all. So that's how most of these scams work. Then the scams also work in a way that they'll be showing you the trust wallets, which are showing inflated balances and all, and you believe that you have made a lot of money, and then they'll tell you that to withdraw this money, you need to pay, they'll show you that you have made $100,000, and then they'll tell you that to withdraw this $100,000, you need to pay $5,000. So you do the math and you'll be like, $5,000 when I'm going to get $100,000, that's a loss of, I'll still get 95,000. So people look for money to pay the withdrawal fees, and then they never get their money back because it was all a scam. So those are some of the things you do need to know and understand. Then there are other scams where people will pretend to be representing platforms like Binance, Yellow Card, Luno, Vala, and all these others, and then they'll get people to invest. They'll even have fake emails, with logos and stuff like that. So if you're ever contacted by anyone claiming to be an agent for any crypto exchange and they are pushing an investment, it's a scam. There's no need of even communicating further or asking for clarity. You're just being scammed. None of these platforms have agents who are pushing investments. All right, so that's that for scams. Then, so my scam happened in such a way that I sold crypto on Binance, a peer-to-peer. It was a straightforward transaction, and then it turned out that the money used to pay was flagged, and my account was frozen. So I had to go to Central Police, the anti-fraud department there, to give a statement. Fortunately, the transaction had happened on Binance, and then I was able to pull out my statements and show how the transaction happened and clear my name. So, you know, it was really, really tight, and my mobile money was blocked for a short while. I think that was like 2, 3, 4 months. And, you know, but fortunately, I was able to clear my name with the police. They are still looking for the scammer because he scammed a lot of traders on Binance. That's why if you go on Binance, people have a lot of stringent requirements before they trade with you. They will want to ask a lot of information, KYC verifications, and the likes. Some people will say, but if you have been scammed before, why are you still trading on Binance? It's the same reason as banks. Banks, I think all Zambian banks have been scammed before, or they have been defrauded somehow or the other. Do they say, no, we got defrauded this money, so let's pack up and go to the Cayman Islands where everyone is a gentleman bank? You know, no, they do. You take precautions when you have been scammed or defrauded before. You take precautions and actions to prevent it happening again, which is the same thing that happened to me. It happened. I learned a few lessons on what to look out for before I trade with anybody, what type of KYC to ask for, and what to not accept on Binance. And that's how a lot of other traders who were defrauded by the same scammer have also continued trading, because life goes on, money has to be made, and you just have to make sure that you're making it legally and you do not fall foul of the law. And then also, I do check once in a while with the police at Central Police to try to find out some tips on how to not get defrauded again. Okay, so that is about it. There's just one more thing left, and this is where people always ask for my contact details. You know, Mr. Mulos, I want to get in touch with you, and you know, all these other things. There's just one major problem with a lot of people who contact me. They do not get to the point. So, you know, you can imagine my videos have been watched 2 million times. In fact, let me even go to my video stats so that you can see I'm very proud of this. Okay, so when people contact me, they'll always say, Mr. Mulos, I've watched your videos. So now, which video have you watched, guys? I've got videos, you know, Monkey D. Luffy fighting Katakuri. I've had videos talking about Star Trek and the Orville. I've had videos talking about planting avocados. There is no way I know which video you have watched. So you say, Mr. Mulos, I'm a YouTube subscriber, I've watched your videos. I really don't know which videos you have watched. So it's important, if you're going to contact me, get to the point. Then other times I've had people contact me, Mr. Mulos, I watched this video of yours. They'll even mention which video it is. And then they'll ask me a question which I know from that question that they never watched that video, because I explained and tackled what they're asking in that same video. So if you do want to get in touch with me, please do get to the point. I will respond to you, reply to you faster if you actually get to the point. If you're just saying, hi, hello, I watched your video, it will take me time to find the energy to reply you. But if you write to me, Mr. Mulos, I watched this video, ABCD, I'd like to know XYZ, or I'd like to do business with you, I'd like to do, you know, ABCD 1, 2, 3, XYZ. It's easier for me to just reply them and keep the conversation going. But if you're just saying, hi, hello, I watched your video, it won't work. And then other times, guys, people expect me to have the time to answer them one-on-one what I answered in the videos. It's not that possible most of the times. In the old days, I used to do that, but then I realized that people are not actually watching the videos, or just now finding out based on the title. They would contact me and want me to explain to them what I was explaining in the video. Then other times they're not business inquiries, they're just a lot of people write to me wanting mentorship. I don't really have time to mentor anyone on crypto, guys. There are a lot of crypto tutorials, videos, and platforms that can help you with that. Sorry, but that is the truth. I don't want to lie to you that I'll be mentoring you. I won't find the time. I'm a family man. I've got a family, kids, wife. I work. I may be self-employed, but it's still work, guys, okay? And you know, if you're self-employed, guys, you know that you work longer hours than most. And then I also have a lot of other things and commitments to do. So just to find the time to mentor somebody in starting crypto journey, it's not gonna happen. And other times people want help on getting their yellow card verified or their Binance verified, or all manner of other questions. Those platforms do have help desks that can help you with that. Then other people want to ask how they can invest or get started in crypto with whatever money it is, 500 kwacha, 1,000 kwacha, or any amounts like that. It's not that I think your money is small or anything like that, but you need to understand that the best way to get started is start small. Yellow card allows you to buy crypto for 100 kwacha. So buy crypto for 100 kwacha on yellow card, watch its value go up or down, and then you'll be able to see how crypto pricing actually moves and operates. And then you'll be able to now know whether crypto is for you. But other times people just dive in head first, and then you know they want me to help them out with all manner of things. So anyways, I have digressed again, but bottom line, guys, if you do want to get in touch with me, contacts in the description. Get to the point. Business inquiries welcome. I do buy, sell, trade crypto on a daily basis, public holidays, weekends as well, after hours as well in some cases. Very transparent on the pricing and all, multiple payment options available here and there. If you are a corporate or somebody coming into Zambia and wanting to set up some practical payment system where you can convert your crypto back into kwacha or your kwacha back into crypto, you know, do reach out. Business inquiries welcome and inquiries welcome. I hope the video has answered all the questions that I do get asked about crypto. If I missed any questions about crypto or some certain platforms and all, you can let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer you or happy to make the content when I do find the time. Otherwise, thanks and bye. Okay, this will probably be the longest video I've shot, but